All right, we should be up and running again. Now the title should be accurate. Editing airports in WED to add SAM for parking. Yes. Now I just need Twitch to get online as well. There we go. All right. So you need to add this here. If you just put in, let me just show you how my structure is. Explain 11. Custom scenery. So you have all of this in here. You can see I have the flight tamper here. I actually corrected some errors on the flight tamper Copenhagen because I didn't have the patience to wait for them to reply back on my comments. So I tried to sort of make a hack on it in order to make it work. It's not perfect, but it's there. But right now we're going for the global airports. Now, one warning that I did, so learn from my mistakes. Don't try to edit what is in here. It is very tempting. You can go into the world editor. Instead of going for the import from Airport Scenery Gateway, you can go in here, you can say import app dat. And if you want the scenery, you can import DSF. Don't do that. What I noticed is that when I exported it, it worked fine. When I exported it, my app data only had the airports that I've edited. So don't ever do that. Don't do what I do or did. Leave this folder here completely alone. Don't import from it. Don't save that. Don't do anything at all. Leave it. Because you need it. All right. So, for example, if I give you my version 0.1 of my SAM editions, then you would export, you would unzip, whatever, unra, whatever I use, into your custom scenery folder, and then you should edit your scenery packs in order to have it figure relatively in the top. It should be before global airport, because otherwise you would have problems, conflicts, or you wouldn't see the changes that I've made. That's it. And also, if you want to edit, that's also something you need to be aware of. But other than that, let's go see how our marshaller looks when we place an Airbus A321 here at stand 25. One thing I need to do is that I want to get our marshaller here. He's been put into San Francisco. He should be into Billund. And then we're going to make a group and call it SAM Parking Help, something like that. And our dear marshaller here, he's going to get a name. We are going to call him Marshal Bob. No, call him Marshal Bob. We're calling gate, what was it, 22? 25. 25. There you go. There are reasons why I would certainly advise you to name all of these things if you put stuff in, if you do that, to name it. First of all, is because it's easier to figure out what is exactly where and what is it doing. The second is that you can sort of combine the names that you have in Explain 11 with the names that you have here. And the next step we are needing to do is going to show you exactly what I mean about that. And we also may have to push him a little bit back, a little bit forth. We're going to see that. But let's start by spawning an airplane at... So we save. We have Explain 1130 as our target. And then you say export scenery pack again. Yes, we know. Wave the warning. And then we start up Explain 11. And so we wait. Let me change to the game screen. Oh, I know why I don't want to do that. Let me just keep it at screencast. That's because I've once again forgot to open OBS as admin. That's not a problem because we need to sort of relatively quickly move back and forth between the screens. So there we are. So now we're going to take a new flight. We're going to take the TOLIS. And I'm just going to press customize because... So we're going to go for EKBI, Billund, and it was gate 25, right there. We could also zoom in if you want to. There are some parking spots here. I don't know if we should add anything to those. They look more like general aviation, but I don't know. Let's see. Gate 25, confirm. And start it up. Now it will probably take some time for Explain 11 to load all of this stuff because I changed some things. So we have a new scenery pack that needs to make shaders for. Not big changes, so it might not take some time. I don't know. We're going to see how much time it's going to take. And also I have all of my stuff, all of my Explain 11 stuff on a normal hard disk, so that will probably also make it a little bit slower. So if there's time for it, we're going to use Billund as sort of our starting example. And then we're going to move on to something like, I don't know, we landed in Rome. So maybe... Malpensa would be the next. Malpensa, that is in... I cannot remember the city name now. Ah, that's nice. See, it's reading new scenery names. Scenery files, so it's probably going to take a little bit time. You just have to be patient. And sorry for also I'm sorry for the late stream. I was just tired, you know. So I had to take a little nap after getting the children out of the house, and I needed to also find a video on YouTube for my son. My son is almost 10. So he wanted... There was a video we talked about because we have sort of been joking around with if you're called Bob and you do something bad, then you should change your name, and then you change your name to not Bob. And that's actually Tim, but it's a game that's called Reventure that Paul Strauss Jr. has been playing. He played it once, one video. Alright, let's see. But it was fun. And our marshal is not here. That is unfortunate. Because it should override it. Let's see if we go into... Why do I have a yellow line around here? We're going to SAM. Let's see, authoring tool. Let's see, edit SAM scenery. Is that edit, right? Yeah, alright, globals. Save. Let's say visual add. There is one. Oh, he is there. He's just not there. He is there. That's because he shouldn't be there. All right, so now we need to just now we need to that's he's only going to blah, 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 blah. He's only going to appear when he's needed, so he's just going to come out of the ground, you know. We need to be sort of agreed on whether this is a fair place for the plane to sort of be parked. So let me see. Let's get a little bit further away. Now we're going to compare it with with this one over here. All right, so a little bit further forth. According to the arrow, the plane is nicely placed, but we're going to move it a little bit forward, so a little bit forward. Something like that. That looks like we have the line, the wheel roughly on this line here. That's fair enough. Let's rotate it just a tad, maybe a little bit more. No, it's too much. There it seems to be. Yeah, that seems to be nice. All right, so let's get a little bit closer and let's test out the animation. So we're going to have our Marshal Bob over here. No, not Bob. Bob, not Bob. We're going to have our Marshal over here. He is the blue arrow. See, that was the vehicle I moved. It would be in the way of him. So there should be also a vehicle over here, but that has apparently disappeared. Let's say Sam, authoring tool, add a docking guidance, and we only have one, so that's going to be very reasonable. About 31 meters away. Then we're going to say copy current aircraft position. And then we're going to say, we're going to call it Marshal Gate 25. That was what we called him in. I'm going to just let it drop like that and copy it again. There we go. That was what we called him in, let me see if I have environment. No, I don't have. Somebody help me here. In WED. Like I said, I'm tired. There we go. Let's take a look. So you cannot see him right now because he's not needed. So when our guy is not needed, he's just going to say bye and then disappear. I don't know. He's like Frodo in the Lord of the Rings. He can just, I don't know, put on a ring and make himself invisible, something like that. But we're going to override, and then we're going to go to stage 1. As you can see, he looks like that when you are close enough, and then as you move away, he will tell you to get closer and closer. And if you sort of out to the side, you should begin to tell you to turn. And you can test the other animation like this. He will tell you to turn the other way, and when you are nice and dandy again, he will cross them. And if you're too close, he's just going to be mad and die. I don't know, run over. So let's save it. There's no docking nearby, but we have, no, not add. But we have Marshal G25. Now these arrows here, they are pretty dang annoying, but they will disappear. I assure it. So let's go into the plane. Let's try it out, see what we can do. So we're going to start up the airplane. Yeah, you got the... we don't seem to have an external, so we're just going to use the... turn on the packs. Not that we need it. Going to turn on the APU. Now we're not going to get any screens before. Listen to this. If there's a sound I love in this game, it's when these engines they spool up. Not this one, that's just the APU. And even the flap down here, it's animated. That's pretty neat. Alright, so we have... I really don't need all of these screens just to move the plane back and forth, and in a while we should get, yes, power. Alright, so one of the things I noticed, and that's... I didn't know that. But at some point I'm going to, if we go in here, you can see we have... I wonder what the heck that yellow line around Explain 11 is. It's because I'm recording it, or what the heck is going on? I don't know, but it's there and it's annoying. Let's see, blah blah blah. Authoring tool, no. Ground handling, let's see. So we can see we can build an aircraft set. No, we can't. We can go into ground handling and show the control widget. And then we can build the ground sets. Let me just show you what I have to do at some point. As you can see here, let's see, it's loader B. Oh. We select that. You can see that we can put in a an animation. Let me go outside because this is pretty annoying. All of these yellow balls are from this this stuff here. So we can go into loader B, next page, and you can see there's an 18 seconds delay. Let's try to go to loader this one. 18 seconds. So let me show you something. Notice this. When I turn on the beacon. Notice the doors. You can hear something is happening. So now we got that cargo door. So the idea is that I want to time how long it takes. Because you can see they are not synchronized. There goes the bulk. And then this one should turn as well. Now the cabin door is closed. And then finally the cargo door should close again. And so my idea is that the ground handling crew is going to be standing there just, I don't know, 30 seconds before the door closes. Or a minute before. No, 30 seconds. And then they're going to move away. There we go. Now they're all closed. Alright, let's fire up the engines. Oh, we don't have... Let's see, let's turn on the fuel. Oh, let me just show you something, because that's something I think is an issue with the TOLIS. Let's see, bleed. Something that TOLIS, I would be very happy if they would fix this relatively quickly. Let me show you. We have no fuel. So let's start engine 2. Now notice this. It will complain. Last time I did this, the engine started. Now it might be that there's some fuel left in the system that the engine can use. But if I'm not mistaken, without fuel, it would just have to stop at 25% or 20 something percent N2. See. How can it consume fuel when we have no fuel pumps open? So it does say. Now if it means low priority, that even though I've set them to off, they're still going to be open. I don't know. Now I'm not going to go do this with every gate. I'm just going to show you now how it works. Because then otherwise we could spend, I don't know, an X amount of years here. Let's look speed brake. Oh. Alright, so let me get my feet in my brake pedals. Brake pedals. Let's move it from start. Let's just keep the APU running. We don't need that, but who cares? Alright, let's see if we can get this Marshall guy here cooking. So I'm going to set it into reverse and release the parking brake. Let's see where we're going. Now the trick is that we need to get far enough away from the gate that it will register us as incoming, and preferably without tail bumping. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, let's see if we can make the Marshall guy come alive. There he is. And he's guiding us in. Nice and quiet. Whoa. Just got ran over by that. Now there's a problem. Let's see, when is it going to start me? I cannot see it. I can only see blue arrow. And stop. Alright, let's see. We're parked pretty nice. Alright. Let's go open up the editor and let's place some other stuff. Now the ones I've found that I like are the safe gates. And so for tallest-sized aircraft, medium-sized aircrafts as we have now, something like these here. This is a smaller one, so obviously you would not park a tallest there, but you would park a tallest somewhere around here. Maybe you would park. You would tallest, yeah. You would probably park something like an A19 or even smaller here. Here would park some of the bigger stuff. The A19 here. This is a 747, I think they have, or something like that. Bigger airplanes, then smaller ones here as well. Now, there are parking spots down here, and we might even, I think we're going to place marshals down here as well. The idea is that you get in and park like this, it seems. So we're going to... You start like this, because otherwise how else would you going to get out? I mean, that's a little bit weird that they have decided to start them like that, but who am I to argue? Alright. So the question is, what should we do? Should we get it on a pole or put it on the building? So we're going to start with... I think we're going to start with a 4 meter on the building and see how it looks. So we're going to do it like this. And let's... was it this one? Yeah. Needs to be closer. Like that, perhaps? Oh no, I can't see it. That was too close. Like that. No, I think we're going to need it on a pole. So let's delete this one. So let's put a 3.5 meter on a pole somewhere around here. And of course not inside the build. Oh. Forgot even myself. Let's make it look straight down. There we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks more reasonable. Let's see how it looks when we reload everything. So this is going to be gate what? 26. So this is going to be safe gate C, no G, 26. All right, let's go put it into validate. Yes. Let's export scenery pack. Go back into X-Plane and see how it looks. No, I still have that. Maybe it is because I also have it here. I don't know what the heck these yellow lines are. Alright, let's go in here. And we're going to change to, what was it, gate 26. There. And right next to confirm. Start new flight. Start new flight. And it should update the scenery. Not exactly sure it will. It wouldn't, it seems. Because this one is going to be shown. So let's update the scenery. That's okay. Reload scenery. But like I said, that is my project. I like to tinker with these things, so that's why I've done it. And then at one point I might release these projects that I have been working on now. The terms of service for SAM is that if you are a mod that is doing this for free, then you don't have to pay anything. But if you're doing it commercially, you need to have a license that is pretty expensive. So I'm thinking it like this. I'm going to make these when I'm finished. And if there's interest in it, I mean not finished, but when I've made enough airports that it actually is interesting, then I will release it to the public. And then if you want to, if you think that what I've done is worthy of recognition, then I would very much appreciate, I would actually be extremely appreciative if you were to donate. Just a tiny bit. So that I may keep going. So that like I said, so that I have something to show my wife that I'm actually doing something worthwhile. So let's, now that I've reloaded it, let's go into SAM, authoring tool, sceneries, edit SAM scenery, go into globals, save. Let's say add a docking, and this is this one we have here. So we're going to check that our aircraft is placed the way we want it, and it seems that it is. So we're going to copy. Then we're going to call it safe gate 26. We're going to store it in globals. We're going to override. And now we can't see squad from the, we're just going to say save. And let's go to editor docking. So we have Marshall 325. Where did I save him? I cannot see. Let's open Notepad++. Yeah, as you can see now we have these two in here, like I said, all of that. Let's see, open global. It was in here, my Sam's developer, sorry. My Sam editions, Sam XML. Yes. So we have, yeah, I knew it. Let me show you something that's pretty annoying that I didn't, see, we have Sam in here as well. And I will bet you that we have a Marshall down here somewhere in the bottom. Yeah, Marshall G25. Let's remove him. save it. And instead, let's, this is the one, this is where he needs to be. So we're going to put him like this. There we go. Maybe we should. Put him in here as well, instead. There you go. That seems more reasonable. So we have GUI, static aircraft, nothing. Save. All right. So now that we can, let's see if we can test the animations now that the arrow has moved a little bit. So we're going to go for 1. Now you can see it says stop. And if I move the aircraft further away, let me see how it looks from inside. Yeah, there is a very nice blue arrow, and let me just go a little. No, I can't do that. All right. Let's take a look outside. Let me just show you. Because when we reload X-Plane 11, the blue arrows will not be there, so I'm not going to be that worried about that. Let me see. This is what you're going to see. So you're going to see A321. We're 12 meters away. Let me see. Did I cover it correctly? Yeah, I did. And then, so you can see we are, now you are 10 meters away. And then as you slowly creep along, it will say, stop! Too far! So that's pretty neat. And if you move this out to the side, you can see that it will complain that you're not online. Let's say we should go here. It will tell you that you should go a little bit to the side, right? So, yeah. That's pretty neat. So we're going to say update. Close it. All right. And you can even see it says the time. Now I've edited the time, so it's not really it doesn't, it's not true. Let's add the next one, the same kind. So we're going to add another safe gate. So we're going to go down here to objects. And we're going to place it. And now we have this guy here. He's a little bit in the way. So we're going to move him over here. So we're going to take objects and place it around here. No. Yeah, that's okay. Then just try to follow down along a straight line. Go to V. Move it over here somewhere. Let's take a look. Yeah, seems perfect. And align it with... Can we move it a little bit further over here? I think it seemed reasonable compared to... Yeah, it's okay. And align it with... There you go. All right. So let's place the next one. Now, these are somewhat bigger planes. So I'm thinking something along the lines of a 4 or 5 meter on a pole. So let's try out a 4 meter on a pole. Place it roughly. That was pretty good placed. Standing fine? Yeah, it's standing fine. It's up. Let's align it. All right. So this is something that we need to test. Let's say save. Export scenery pack. Wave warning and proceed. Oh, and we need to... Where the heck did he go? Save gate 4 meter. See him somewhere here. See, save. Okay. This is the ground vehicles. I'm not exactly I'm not exactly sure what logic WED uses when it places these things. So this is going to be 28. Yeah, we have 27 here, but I don't think there's anyone who ever uses it really. So let's say this is going to be save gate G28. Oh, not. And what is this going to be? 30, 31, 29, 31. That's an interesting counting. Oh, that's 29. We have 28, and we're going to have 29. Save gate 29. All right, so let's save it and export it once again. Save, export scenery, validate. And let's see. Let's go take a look and see how it looks. Now it should be exported back into X-Plane. And we're going to go in here. We're going to go in here. We're going to say customize gate 29. Yes. But this time we're going to load the big Airbus. So let's say, let's just follow our track real time. There we go. Start new flight. Yes. Alright, so we might also have to reload the scenery. Probably have to do that. But this is just to test to see whether we need a taller pole in order to see it sort of reasonable well from inside. Something like a A350 or 747, something like that cockpit. Now, the idea of 747s landing at at Billund is probably not very big. Even A350s would be very, very rare, if not even impossible. But Tolis, 321s, 320s, and 319s, they could certainly land there. But it's just to test if we had a big airplane landing there, could they see the pole? So. Well, maybe if we reload the scenery. And the reason why I'm not very disturbed about these blue arrows being apparently all over the place is that, like I said last time I tested it, I actually shut down X-Plane 11 and then respawned my airplane in the exact same place, and they were gone. They were not anymore there, so not any longer there. So that was fine. Let me just see if it actually is defined as a heavy gate. Yeah. Heavy jets and turboprops. So they're definitely... What is this? This one here. Jets and turboprops. Just turboprops. Right. Now we can see it. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect size. And let's see if the plane is parked exactly as we want it. It certainly is. It doesn't seem too bad that we could have a... I mean, look at the wingspan. It's just way over. It takes 3 spots. So, like I said, it would be a rare sight to have such an airplane land in here at Billund. But it could happen. Certainly could happen. Alright, so... let's just check how it looks from the tow list. So we're going to go into the tow list. We can also use the Boeing. Let's take the Boeing and see how it looks. So, still, no, Billund. 29, yes. Confirm, starting flight. Yes. Let's see how it looks from the Boeing, the 738. If it's too tall or if it's a fair height. Because the A350 is really tall compared with the other. I noticed that because many of the gates couldn't in many of the gates in even the heavy gates at Kastrup couldn't reach it. So it's a tall bird. Let's see. It's a 4-meter pole, so it shouldn't be impossible to see it from the. And the 738 is very it's not tall, not Bob. Low. I don't know what you call it. But that's it. That's basically all you're going to do. Now, obviously, because I'm showing you what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and we sort of, I'm sort of explaining as I go, and I'm sort of illustrating and all of that. It obviously takes a little longer time for me to sort of get settled, but if I did this without streaming, just sitting and working like this, it would obviously go faster. But still, this is an airport with, what, 10 gates at most? Gates. Some airports will have 50 gates, maybe 100 gates. That is going to take some time, place all of these, and then get them working inside the map of the airport. So, just saying. And I've decided on the next stream we're going to try out to use the vanilla weather to see how frames are how the frames are going compared with using Xenviro. I do think that my GPU is powerful enough to handle it, but just so, I mean, it's just enough that it can handle it. Whereas the vanilla weather, it seems to be much easier, especially when I went down from 4 times 4 times MMSA. Alright, now we're just waiting. Maybe I should take into Tolis instead, because this is certainly taking a lot of time. But yeah, I know this is probably something a little bit more like I don't know, podcasty kind of. Alright, here we are. Now you can see it fine from the Boeing as well, so that's perfect. All right, let's get it running. Let's go into yeah, let's continue. So we're going to go in here where that was that one, and we place that one. That was the just get SAM parking. I'll does 29. The next one is going to be 31. So we're going to place a 4-meter pole here as well. Somewhere around here. I hope that thingamabob there is not in the way. I don't know why. Please. So that was safe gate. Gate 31. No, not 314. Just gate 1. Come on. There we go. And then we have another heavy gate, and that's 32. So let's place another guy here. Object. So somewhere around here, perhaps. Yep. Yes. And we're going to call her safe gate. Gate. What's that? 32, obviously. And I think this is the last heavy. But we do have something. That's a building that is outstretching, so we're going to need to put in front of that. Or next to, maybe even. I think we're going to go for next to. So that would be somewhere around here. Then place it at a slanted angle. You can do that. Everything this is doing is recording your heading and your position of your airplane. So you can place it to the side. You can place it any way you want to do. Doesn't matter. Let's put it in on the SAM, and that was 33, 34. Save gate 34. 34. Next one is going to be 35, but that's going to be a smaller one. We're going to for a 3.5 on a pole. I think this was a 3.5, yes. So we're going to place it around here somewhere. Like that. Then maybe a little bit closer to the building. Is that fair enough? No, a little bit closer. Let's see. Nope. That was perfectly reasonable, and let's guide it like that. Alright, and we're going to call that 35. Safe gate G35. There's really something weird going on with that line there. Alright, let's see. The next one is 37. So we could place it all the way in here. Place it here. Just place it out here, somewhere around here. Doesn't seem like it's building. No, it's just an empty spot. So let me see. That should be an object. Yeah, objects. So somewhere around here, perhaps. Sounds fine. Yep. No, not another one. There we go. Go to V. Then let's just... There we go. And that was what? 37, yes, that was I. Alright. $38 perhaps. Yeah. And then finally we have 39, but now we have a road here. Or some kind of parking spot or anything like that. So we need to place it inside here. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of here, on that little cross or near that little cross. Let's see. Get it close or something like that. And that must be 40. So if I'm going to add marshals at these parking spots down here, it is probably something I'm going to do off cam because they're going to be placed in a little weird angle, but basically this way here. No, we can put him in. Let's do that. Let's find the marshal. Let's try to put in a high marshal. Let's see how that works. So let's see. Cannot see him. That's pretty weird, but probably standing on something like that. Let's see. I'm going to place him right here. Up along this line here. So we're going to place one marshal there. And he's alright. Yeah, that's he's reversed. I don't know why the marshal is reversed in that. But there. Let's move him a little bit forward. But the thing is, I don't know why the heck they've done this, but I'm going to reorder that. So let's put it one like that. Place it. Sorry. As close to that as I can get. Let's put in the other marshal. Let's put in another high marshal. Where did he go now? Oh, he did actually go in the right place, the right spot. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Let's put in another high marshal. This time we're going to do it like this, then. Yeah. I don't know, it's weird that somewhere along the lines of that. So I'm going to place all the marshals first because then I'm gonna align the airplanes after that. So well, let's see. Let's put him like this because it's easier to arrange. Just move him down. Somewhere around here. And around here. Up. Yes. Then the final one on this part here. So somewhere along the lines of here. No, that's the wrong way. Like that. And let's move him a little bit to the side. Place him like that. He needs to go a little bit forward. Alright, the same thing here. Now we're just going to do it in reverse, but they should be relatively... Let's see, I can place him like that and point him towards him. And point him towards this arrow here. Yes. Now I obviously also need to rename them all, but now we're just getting the High Marshals positioned. And the final one. Let's start by naming him. He's going to be Marshal G94. He is going to be Marshal... I forgot to choose G93. 2 L's. You are going to be Marshal G92. G92. You have been the honor of being selected to be Marshal G91. Not star one. Not that good. And 90. Marshal G90. Alright, let's jump up over here. And now it's going to be a little bit hard to read because it's reversed, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be Marshal G65. Yes. This is going to be Ma5, Marshal G66. You're going to be Marshal G67. You, my friend, is going to be 68. Marshall G6080. They're also much easier to find when they have these names instead of real names. Just calling them where they're standing. Marshall. Hello, G25. How are you doing? G69, it must be. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's get these airplanes aligned. You should be able to get pretty close. Without bumping the snout into it. And this one. A little bit too close around there. It's hard to see the tippity tip of the airplane here. There we go. Now I do understand why whoever did this did like he did. And that's simply because, let me just show when I've placed the airplanes here. You can see they are sort of sticking out from the end, but they have all of this room here, so it should be okay. But I get why. And you cannot park it like this, the slanted line. Alright, let's see. Don't think there are any more parking spots here. Yeah, there are 2 down here, but I'm not going to deal with those. They seem to be a little bit more sort of like ad hoc parkings. What are they called? Ah, it's a cargo. Alright, yeah, fair enough. I don't really... I cannot decide for myself if I should... Oh, let's just leave it. These are the important ones. Alright, let's save it. Save. And export scenery pack. Only that warning. I can live with that. Let's reload the scenery. All right. I'm going to get a little bit some snack or something just to get a little bit to eat. I'll be right back. All right, that was nice. So here we have this guy here, and you need to do this for all the stuff that you want to add. So we're going to now. I saw that the guy whose guide I followed, he kept this distance display here, and then he just looked over the latitudes and longitudes. And I was honestly just wondering, why the heck didn't he just roll it down and then roll it back up until he got the first one? That must, unless they're sort of placed equidistant in a circle around him, that must be the closest one, right? And you can also see it gives the blue arrow. So we're going to say copy current aircraft position, and this was gate what? I can't remember. Really? 28. It must be. Oh, 26? No, it was 28. Let's see. The save gate. Gate 28. It's a little annoying that it chooses flight hamper. Let's override it. I don't know if we can see anything on it. No. It's a little annoying that I can't make that blue. Well, I can just go to another one. Now we can see it. So you can enter Boeing 738. We are a little too far away. Hate when it cannot release the screen. All right. There we go. Oh, well, it is. Its mission is definitely to annoy me. Why? Oh, now we can see it, yeah. 2, 1, 0. Stop. Perfect. All right. Let's say save. Let me see. What did we have? Adding a docking. So we have gate 26 and 28. So probably didn't get the one right next to me. Yeah, that's gate 26. Why can't I see gate 25 anywhere? Interesting. Let's go to gate 25 and let me just change my aircraft to the tallest. It seems to be a little bit faster to open. Confirm. Yes, start new flight. Place me there. Whatever. Sorry. Drank something in the wrong pipe. Coffee in the windpipe, that's not a good combination. So, hello, Mr. Marshall, where are you? Well, definitely not somewhere around here. So let's see. Add a docking guidance. Let's see. There. Yes. Hello, Mr. Marshall. Puppy. And we're going to call him Marshall. Marshall. Gate 25, if I'm not mistaken. 25, yes. And we can test him. Override. Go to stage 1, and then... Yeah, I can just see his wavy hands down there. Maybe I should put him in the grass instead. But then also when he's... No, he's fine there. That's just the way it is. And we're going to save him in globals. D25 status, not override, but save. Yes. Alright. Now we should have edit. We should have Marshall D25. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Alright. Could obviously also do something else because I know that we have been gate 26, 28. Let's go to 29 then. Oh, not edit. Art. That's the one. Copy current. Call it SafeGate G 29, wasn't it? 29. Yes. And we don't need to test it because save. Let me see. Edit the docking. Let's see. We have 25, 26, 29, 28. All of them. Next one. Change location. 31. Start a new flight. So basically, this is what you're going to do if you edit all of this. Add a docking guidance. Must be this one, yes. Copy current, and we're going to call that SafeGate Gate 31, I think it was. 31, yes, must be. We can... maybe if I go up here and say view, change to external circle. Then I can see it most definitely is 31. So 31. So save. Perfect. Next one. 32. Go. Trying to grab my coffee cup without any coffee in it. So let's this one here. Copy current. Nope, not 31, it's 32. Save, and now it chooses globals as its preset, for which I am very happy. Now, if you did have jetways added, I can... I really cannot show you that because I already have the world jetways. But you can find a good guide. He actually shows you pretty well how to attach the jetways and all that, so it's not a problem. Alright, change location, customize. 34. Yes. And I know this is a small thing, but I think it adds to the immersion, and it makes it damn well easier to land an aircraft. And it was 34. Save. Yes, now we're almost there. 35. Start. I didn't ask me to. Copy current. 35, I think it was. Save. Yes. $37. Maybe it's because I'm too fast. That's the one. Yes. Let me just be absolutely sure. That, yeah, he's parked perfectly. Save him. So I am a little bit excited to see how these tall marshals they're going to look. Probably just going to be tall marshals. 30s. What was that? 34, 36, 37 it must be. Hope I didn't save 2 as 35. Save. Let's just check it. 34, 35. And now we should have no Marshall here. Yes, this is what I edited before. But when you have jetways, they would look something like this. And you can see I've been here with all the C gates here. C gates. Jetways in order to give them new names and all that. I don't know why I don't have a C34-2. So I should have that. Oh no. Something I can take a look at. Oh, it's down here. C34-2 and 39-1 and 2. But then I can change the A ones and the B ones. You can see you have all of these, and you do need to work on them individually. Cannot just sorry, you cannot just go straight up. You have to deal with all of these gates and all these places individually in the game. That is different from what's it called? AutoGate, I think the other option was. Where you sorry, just drank some cola. Where you set all of the things up, as far as I understand it, inside the WED. I like SAM better, because it's sort of all round, but yeah. You can obviously decide for yourself what you like most, but at least I can see that all of the ones that I want to save are saved inside here, which is what I'm very happy for. Alright, let's see. Next gate. That is going to be the last one. 40. Start new flight. Nah, that said it. Let me try something. Yeah, the yellow lines does show me where I'm display capturing from. So let's see, we have one here. Yes, copy current. That's going to be 40, saving globals. There are no more. All right, let me see if it actually did change the way that I wanted it to place the planes. It seems that it did. So let's start with let's just start with RAM 65. Go. Oh, it's windy outside. So let's see. even the stairs are gone. No stairs. All right, let's see. Copy current, yes, because I don't want to mess with that. But it is going to be Marshall. Was it 68? I think it was 68. You can just go in here and see. 65. All right. So flight. 65. And let's test the animations. Override. Go to 1. There he is. That's more useful. Now you can actually see him from the when you're getting closer. That's pretty neat that he's standing on such a thing. Alright, blah 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 blah, save, yes. Alright, next one. Chance location. Let's go to 66. Yes, I do want to start a new flight. Stop it. That's the one. Copy. Marshall G66. Save. RAM 67. Start a new flight. And we can do all of this. I could just move them around, but I think when I do it like this, I have the airplane exactly where I intended it to be. So what was that? 67, obviously. 67, saving globals. Let's just test the animation. Override. 1, 2. So 3, he's not there. 2, 1, he's doing stuff. So you can see he's telling me come, 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 come. And then if I'm over here, he's going to tell me to drive and then slowly stop. Nice, huh? Yeah. Save. Next one in line. So like I said, here we have a little handful of real gates, right? If you had more, it would take so much longer time to get it going. What was I? Discard changes. Where was I? Where did I pack? 67, so we need to go to 68. Yeah, I thought so. Customize. 68. Start a new flight. Alright, so this is an example for... let me just figure out where Malpensa is. Milan, obviously. So I think the next one we're going to go to is Milan, and I'm going to add gates, signs, and all that to all of the relevant gates. Depending on how many gates there is, I will add all of them, but probably not all of them. Fixed it. Way save up. RAM 69, confirm, start a new flight. We can take a look at how many there is when I'm finished here. Just by opening it up and finding a Malpensa. Let me just get the cow. limbs. LIMC. So that must be 69 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 69 fixed. Save. All right. Let's go down here to 94. Let's go to this one. That's 90. Confirm. Still have that coffee in my windpipe. It's not the best feeling. So that was 90. Save in globals. And the reason why it's important for me to save in globals is that if I have to export this at some point, you need to get all the data that you have, except for the relevant ones from SAM. You have to get that for yourself, but the other things, that is something that I need to make sure is there. The SAM XML and all that. Confirm. Start new flying. Yes. Here we have one. Copy current. What was that? 91? 91. Save. There's a car in the middle of it. Let's try to lure him forth. See how it looks. Alright, one. So we can take a look outside. Oh, that's just perfect. Perfect position. Alright, that's fine. Release. Let's go to gate 92. Ramp 92 it must be. Yes. 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 Let me just let's see, add a dogging. Yeah. Copy current, and then it was Marshall. See, now it lost it. Marshall G92, I think it was. It was 92. 92, yes. Save. But still shows global stats. Nice. Customize. RAM 93. Start new flight. We have that here. Copy current. 93. Save. If you don't test it all, you can do this pretty quickly, but you also risk that some of it doesn't work. Now, these are pretty generic in composition compared to the other ones. So I'm going from the assumption that if one of them works, they all work. 94? Was it 94? It was certainly 94. Alright, so fix globals. Yes. Blab. There we go. Alright, so let's try something completely different. Let's go into customize. Let's say limbs. LIMC. Milonum Alpensa. Now you can see here we have a lot of more gates around. So we have these are probably ramps, but these certainly looks like gates of some sort, and these probably are also gates. It's probably something like this that I would change. Let's try to go to 402 and see how it looks. But that's probably these sort of rows there I would put in the parking help initially, at least. But like I said, I'm not going to put marshals and parking helps, safe gates all over the place. I'm only going to put them at places I imagine that I would use, and that is going to be the major gates first and foremost. And with major gates, I mean the ones with what are they called? Jetways. Because flying airliners, that is basically mostly where you're going to end up. You're going to end up next to a ramp usually. So yeah, I know this has not been the most exciting stream, possibly. If you don't like manipulating, if you don't like modding, then this is probably pretty boring for you. Yeah. Alright, let's see if you say synchronous loading. Yes. Come on. This is also going to be a relatively short stream, this one. Because then I can get this finished. So let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely a gate, like I said, right? So we're going to go for free. Let's take a look at up. This is one gate. What about this down here? There was something. You see, these are just normal parking stands. I'm not going to use them. I'm only going to use these where we have these sort of gates with sorry, I just lost the words. Gates with come on. Gates with gateways. So yeah, this is what I'm going to. This is what I'm going to change. Mod for Malpensa, which is, I would say, pretty much, in my opinion, our next destination. Why do I have so low frames? I don't know. Maybe it's. Oh, I know it's because. I'm running. Not. Pretty sure it's because I'm not. Because I'm screencasting or something like that. Let's see if I enable X Enviro. See how that's going to figure out the frames. Usually going to take it a little while to load in clouds if there are any. There we are. Let's see. Not much. But we're going to see when I actually go in and make a real game stream, because this is, like I said, just been a test actually. All right, let's see. That was it. Let me see if I can show you how you can load it up. So let's say you wanted to edit the Malpensa one. So you're going to go into, you have to change this to Airport Scenery Gateway. Otherwise it won't register it. Then you go into import scenery from the gateway. And then we are putting in LLIMC Milano Malpensa. Select next. Then we are taking Jazzy ones. Remove, you can see there's some comments if you want. Remove forests. Alright. And then we're going to import these packs. Now why it probably because it Oh, it's because I have marshals. Alright, so San Francisco, Billund, Milano, Malpensa. Going to close the ETC lights, ground markings, ramp starts, runways, signs, taxi routes, ground routes, taxiways, blah blah blah, blah all that. There we go. And then you can go for light markings if you want to see that. That's probably going to make it a little bit more easier for someone's. I'm going to go for selection. And then the ones I'm going to add something to is going to be these 3 stands here. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Since they're slanted in an angle, it's going to be a little bit tricky some places to get them fully functional, but probably somewhere inside this line here or something like that. I'm going to figure that out on my own. But if you want to, obviously, I've shown you how you can do this. And if you want to do it yourself and add it yourself, you can certainly do that. And if you want some assistance from me, I'll be more than happy to help in whichever way I can. But in general, I would say if you're going to do what I'm doing here, if you want to be part of this little project, this little pet project that I have here, then I think it would be a good idea to join my Discord, and then we can have a conversation in there. I'm going to open up a new section or new tab, whatever you want to call it, that I'm going to call modding. And then you can sort of write in there what you're going to change, and if you're going to work both on jetways, or you're just going to work on the docking help in itself. That would really be helpful. But like I said, if you find what I'm doing here to be pretty cool, and you want to have it, I mean, when I have something to give you, if you want to have it, you can also test out if it works. Then give me a ping on private message on Discord or something like that. The Discord link is in the Twitch. That should be there. And if you don't know if you're in the if you're in the stream right now, you can write !Discord. Then it will also give you the link there. And you can write me a private message if you want to get it. And like I said, I will give it freely. But I will certainly appreciate any donations that you might be able to give me. Yeah, that's it. I hope that you're well, that you enjoyed this relatively short and perhaps very uninteresting stream. But I think I want also to show a different side of me other than just flying around in explain. I wanted to show you that I actually like to mod things. I like to tinker with things, and something like this, I think it has some, in my opinion, it definitely has some kind of value. It should have. And if I can help you in any way to sort of get the ball rolling with respect to how you how you can get this modding ball rolling, then I will certainly heavily help in any way I can. But I will place some boxes around here on Milano Malpensa, and then I will Milano Malpensa, not Milano Malpensa, and then I will hopefully see you in the next stream, which will be tomorrow morning, my time at least. But I hope you enjoy this, and if you have any questions, then go to the Discord. If you go to the Discord and I haven't made the, let me just make it right now, because then we are Discord. All right. Let's see. Nice basement. So let's go down to explain 11. Let's add a channel. It's a text channel. We're going to call it modding. It's not private. You can edit it, and here you can write comments, questions, or about current projects that you are working on regarding modding, explain 11, airports, airplanes, etc. All right, save it. This is the start of the modding channel. Here you can write comments, questions, or about current projects that you're working on regarding modding, explain 11 airports, airplanes, etc. That should be self-explanatory. So if you have questions, you can write them there. If you want to, I mean, if you're not, I don't know what it's called, shy or anything, if you just want to say, hey, I want that you're working on, you can also write it there. I don't mind. It's what it's there for. So right now I have built San Francisco International because there are a heck of a lot of gates at San Francisco. And Billund. Or maybe do Aalborg. Aalborg is very small, so maybe not. I don't even think there are any jetways. Why can't I remember that freaking word, jetway? I don't think there are any jetways there. That's basically what I'm going to go for. I'm going to place, maybe placing marshals around somewhere, but generally the thing I'm going for is to give all the gates with jetways, I want to give them safe docks, docking help, whatever you call it, parking help. They call it docking help, safe dock, Honeywell. I don't call it parking help. But it's like a parking camera for a plane, nevertheless. All right, like I said, I will stop the stream right now because I think I've bored you enough with this. But if you want to see more of this, then please let me know in the comments on YouTube or on Discord or wherever you want to go. And then I will hopefully see you tomorrow, where we're going to fly from. Then it is Rome in Italy to Milano Malpensa, still Italy. And then perhaps from there over to, I don't know, Madrid, something like that. We're going to see about that. And obviously we have to go to Paris. I mean, we cannot have been to Europe without flying to Paris. So yes, maybe even Toulouse airport. I don't know. We're going to see about that. But yes, I hope that I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye and stay safe out there.